Hey guys, happy P-Day. Today is supposed to be fun. There's gonna be a lot of walking because I'm taking Fazolat to Trakai, but I need to get ready because I have a train to catch. So I'll see you guys once I'm all dressed and not in PJs and potentially not in post-shower hair.
We are on the bus and we're on the way to the train station now. Crazy human.
Yeah, maybe.
Not trusting that I know where the traffic train is when it's always usually on the same platform. Goofy. We got her tickets and now we're gonna get on the train. We have a lot of time, so let's make our way this way. So we have made it to the fountain. Fountain's on today. Hey, there it is. It's going. How do you like it so far?
I like it.
Flower stealer. She took flowers from the neighbor's house, and I said don't do that. So now, yeah. We're going to Iki to get breakfast though. We have acquired food.
Kibini,
Mm-hmm.
kibini, and spinach. Something with spinach.
And I got a caramel croissant per usual. And now I'm gonna take her by the lake and we're gonna walk along the lake and then we're gonna circle back around and it'll be the castle, and then from there I think we're gonna go get lunch, and then we'll make our way back this way. And I need to get flowers because tomorrow is Mother's Day. Here's the gorgeous model of the day. Except me poorly framing this. We're at the lake now. I showed her the Trakai sign and then we drew a crowd to it. But yeah, just walking along the lake. Here's the bus stop. That way. And she wants to go see the castle because she's so photogenic and get more photos. You're on a dock. Well, I'm on a dock. Fazolat is still on land. On her phone. Probably creating an Instagram story. There's the castle. That's Fazolat sitting there. I follow the birds. Oh, there's some small birds. The boats are out. And then here's the rowing course. There is a very long line, if you guys can tell, at the castle. It's like all the people. Okay, now it's liking my finger, but like you can see all the little ants. All those are people waiting in line to get into the castle. This is why you come in off season. Back in the busy section. There's lots of tourists today. Like a lot. There's the market and you find mother postcards. And you can still tell there's quite a lot of people trying to get into the castle. And then there's music off on the island right there. This is Night Fazolat. We are in modern times, so apparently women are now knights / soldier. How is it going?
Very good. I am feeling like a soldier.
Would you like to tell us your weapon of choice? Sword. We found some mallards. I like mallards. We are at the beach behind the castle. So the castle, we're on the back side of it. But there's a manor across from here that I was showing Fazolat. And there's the people in the little like boat thingies. I don't know what they're called, but the little boat thingies. And there's a lot of sailboats in the distance. We're at the swings. Here's the lover swings from the other Trakai video that I did. It's like this little park area. The Easter eggs got cleaned up. There used to be Easter eggs. She's tired. but we're going to the pizza place, so she'll be fed. And then I'm going to send her on the train. And I need to go by the house afterwards. If people will respond to me about that. The influencer in her natural habitat, the phone, where she edits and makes and beautifies all her videos and footages she has taken. So what pizza did you choose? I'm still in her natural habitat, the Instagram influencer man.
We chose great pizza today.
We are getting some flowers. I don't know where Fazolat went. Well, we have a problem. We lost Fazolat. Fazolat is making a swing. Teeter totter. Teeter totter. And we're just waiting for the train for her to go back to Vilnius. And I am getting to look at the house and fountain and lake. I keep forgetting the word lake. Why? Okay, enough making fun of people taking pictures of the bus station sign because they're also gone. But I'm taking Fazolat back to the train station, and then I have to walk all the way back because I'm gonna drop off flowers for Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day tomorrow, which is why I got flowers. And then I need to pick up my package that my mother sent here. So it should be good. What are those cars doing? What is happening?
You see this place? Maybe because of this, they may disappear.
You are crazy. Crazy human.
Human or woman?
Both are applicable, but I said human. I was asked where the train station is. That is train station. Then I was asked where is train. Train is coming. And then I was asked why is there no more train track? Because this is the last stop on here. Yeah. Here, okay, well, it's slowly coming. Here is the one and only train you're getting on, my friend.
For me?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep, single track, single station, one train. And the sun's in your face. I am sending Fazolat off now. Still have the flowers.
Oh.
Flowers. No, you're not taking Mommy T's flowers. Mother's flowers.
Thank you very much, Kitty.
Bye.
You are my best guide to Trakai.
I had fun.
Me too. Bye bye.
Bye. Farewell. Visogado. There she goes. I must head to the house. And flowers. Deliver the flowers, pick up a package, and I'll be back at some point. I don't know when though. Okay, time to call. My mother just gave me a heart attack and was like, you bought even number of flowers. I'm like, I counted, it was odd number. It's because one of them is like all the way down in there. Like, I promise there's an extra one down in there. I was like, I counted, and I don't think they would sell even number flowers at the store usually, because to get even number, I think you buy like two, and then it's an odd number plus an odd number. Thanks for scaring me, Mother, but I'm walking to the house right now to go get the package.
It's hard though.
Right.
It's very hard.
Alrighty, I just made it back to the room, and I'm gonna sort of explain what just happened while I unpack. That was crazy. So, I do need some of this stuff for tomorrow. Thinking about it now. First off, I got some goodies. I'll actually show you all the goodies in a second. Whoop, that missed the box. And I have a rock in here somewhere. I collect rocks for people that don't know, and so I got myself a rock. Yeah. I'll put that there for now. What do I need for tomorrow? Okay, so what just happened? Well, kind of crazy. Let's fix you a little bit. Kind of crazy, but so how the trains work between Trakai and Vilnius, is that there is a break around dinner time. Completely understandable. And so I sent Fazolat on the 15:30 train, and I was like, okay, the next one is 16:20. Following one is like 15 or 17:30. So it's like 20:30, 20:30 roughly. And then like there'll be a few that aren't following that pattern, but the afternoon ones roughly follow that. And so I went to go get the box, which is right here, and I get asked like, "Are you in a rush?" You know, offer tea. I said no, and then finally I was just like, "Okay." I feel like my host mom is just gonna keep asking, so I finally just was like, told my friend like, just serve me a cup of tea, it'll be fine. And then the boys and I, we all were just chit chatting together, and then it was just like the older three of us, I guess. Yeah, the older three of us at the end, and then the oldest had to go work on some lesson plans because they are a teacher and they teach the youngest, which I think I mentioned in like my very first Trakai video that wasn't necessarily branded as Trakai because I lived there. Context is I lived there before I moved into my dorm in Vilnius, and so yeah, and so I was like, I'll just catch the next train out. It's like 17:30 something. I'm like trying to watch the time, but also like have a conversation without being weird about it. And I finally took the phone. I had my phone with me because I was getting a picture of the dog, and I looked at it and I was like, okay, let's see what time the trains are. I had 4 minutes to catch that train, and I was like, yeah, that ain't happening. So I decided I would catch the next one. And so then my friend and I, we walked to the train, but we were walking a little slow because we were having a very good conversation about something. And we're like running the traffic circle. I'm like, okay, I feel like we walked slower than I normally do, so I should probably check the time. And we had like 20 minutes, I think. I'm trying to think what the time was. No, we had like 15 minutes to walk there, which is fine. But we were walking a little slower than I normally do, and so I looked at the thing, and I was like, and we were just at the traffic circle, and I was like, we have 7 minutes to catch this train, or else I'm gonna be here for the next 2 hours. So we just start like speed walking for the train, while trying to have the conversation, and yeah, and then the train was completely packed, so I was standing with the bikes, and so my siblings who love to say that I am certain things, apparently I have achieved the fact that I was a bike for a little bit, but I stood during the whole train ride back, and it was fine. I'm gonna clear all my receipts. And then I made it, and then I was on the bus. Bus was fine because the station is usually where everybody gets off. Yeah, and so I finally made it back. Also, what in the world did I get? First of all, I have a stack of receipts that need to go in my receipts baggie. So we're going to put that over there. Goodies time. Let's go through here first. These are gifts. I will have my mother reimburse me on these. I just don't know how much these were. I'm going to guess everything was €2 because I think I paid 8, but I do also need to confirm that as well. So for one of our family friends, I knew I wanted to get a magnet, but I wanted to get stuff from Trakai, instead of Vilnius, and part of that is because Trakai is like where I lived when I started out, and so it has like a lot of sentimental meaning, and also they have like the little stands, and so I was like, we'll just get it there. I know where to get things, and so I went to the one stall that usually I like to goof around at anyways. So I got this magnet, and I did have Fazolat like give me some input, because I would buy a lot more, but I don't need everything, right? And so that's good. I'm considering maybe the next time I'm back, because I will be back, potentially in 2 weeks, is the fact that I can get stuff for myself later, if that makes sense. Like I got a free book when Laura and we were in Trakai, so there's that for me. Now, one of our friends wanted postcards, and so my mother said to get a few for them. I love collecting postcards, but I don't really use them, and I know so I make a custom postcard for my personal use, and so I'm planning to make one with pictures I took, and so because of that, I also don't feel like there's a deeper reason to buy a postcard, if that makes sense. And so these are exclusively for people and gifts. So the first one I got is this one. It's Vilnius, and it kind of like covers key landmarks, I guess is the right word. So I thought that was good. And then this one is Gate of Dawn, and it's like a painting, I believe. I think. Yes, it is. And then of course I had to get this one because yes, everybody needs to know where Trakai is. Just kidding. I will say one of my biggest pet peeves is that Trakai does show up as one of the like first things when you put in Vilnius, and it's not like it's in the same is it county is the word Apskritis, but it's not the same town or city necessarily. But here's like the castle, and so I thought it was what's the word, like the most reasonable thing to get. So we have more gifts, and I do have a mailer in there that I've been like throwing gifts into, so that's that. I'm actually gonna throw the rock in here as well. My rock is gonna go back in here. Oh, is it in the back? What? I completely missed the bag. Okay. Now what's in here? Oh, hello. The box of stuff. And also USPS, learn your S's and Z's, and also your U's and Y's, because I was reading the bottom and they messed up my mother's name, and they also wrote the address wrong in the USPS thing. But good thing like they kept the original address right here that my mother probably taped on the box, and so that's probably how stuff made it to me. Because, well, I mean, people would figure it out, obviously, but still. Also, disclaimer, 2 different snacks have been taken out of here already. Oreos and, I don't know what they're called in English, but mahua, I gave to my host family. This is the handwritten thing with my address and correct info. That is probably trash now, so I'm gonna tear it up. I just didn't know where to dispose it. What's in here? For Luca. I don't know why my mother got these as like American souvenir. So I will probably end up mailing her something or whatever, but sticky notes. They're colorful, so I think Luca will like it because they're just really fun colors. Are they? Okay, they're the same set. So that's cool. She's not in school. I don't know when she would use these, but they're fun and colorful. For my Latvian friend, I asked my mother to mail me a small bag of Twizzlers. Let's just say small was missed. Also, that's when my friend and I were claiming the package through customs. We found out that you can buy Twizzlers in Lithuania. I don't know if they exist in Latvia, but they should at the same store that's in Lithuania that sells them. But pricing may be more expensive, is what it is. But I got a whole kilo of Twizzlers for that friend. So now Operation Panic really needs to happen, because I don't know what I'm going to do with this much Twizzlers, or who's going to want some, because most people don't like Twizzlers. I do, and I've been snacking on the mini ones. And then a bunch of snacks, only one of which I actually recognize. So I guess I'm trying new foods. So the first one is these, like, Peanut Crunch sesame crackers. I'm not a fan of sesame. Like, I like sesame, but in one particular form. And that's only black sesame, by the way. And so because of that, food testing videos also coming. / they may get posted before this video. Because I don't know when this video goes up. Maybe April, maybe, or not April. That would be like a whole year from now. Maybe like, last time I overshot it, I want to say September, roughly September, October. So yeah, me trying these snacks may actually supersede, is that the word? Come out before this video with me talking about it. And then this thing, that, almond and fish crispy snacks. No clue what these are. Made in Taiwan. Not expired. I can confirm that is not expired. No, I'm curious. And this one's not expired either. Every now and again, the dates is like, it's either the expiration date or the date made. And it's kind of confusing. This is one of my favorites. It's fried fish with peanuts. How did these get through customs? I guess you're allowed to ship these. I mean, that would make sense. You know, these aren't from the U.S., so they were imported in. But still, interesting stuff. Oh, we lost one of these. Here's the mahua. I did not know there was one more. But I think my mother had to open these and, like, just throw them in because, how'd you put it? The bag was probably bulky and a lot of air, and it didn't fit. So we were trying to, like, find all of these in the box. I have one. That's cool. And the bag is stuck to the box, but I'm going to try to keep that box in case I mail anything home as well. Yeah, there goes my bank account if I mail anything home. But, yeah, that's been my afternoon. I don't film around my host family, and there's a big reason for that. There's a lot of reasons, and they don't really get a say in it, primarily because some of the people in the family, their occupation is where it's on my list of, okay, you don't show up on the YouTube channel at all. Capiche, capiche. So that's why my host family is, like, not really, well, it would be a lie to say they aren't on my social media, but, they aren't in any of my videos. They're usually just on, like, my private, like, my yearly recap, they may be on it because, like, their faces are gonna be, like, a pixel big. So that's why I don't film. But I can share Tobis. So if I remember to, maybe you'll see Tobis. Maybe not. I'm gonna go heat up my dinner, and we're gonna eat. Yeah, and also clean off my bed.